Need this one. Trust me. The left
Forget, I
hook.
only need one too.
Okay.
Forget that too.
That's fine. All right, then we both got it. We both got it.
Like,
That's okay. Forget about that too. Then we both got it like, come on, bro. I can't hear you. I touched that for Garcia, but the loss hurts. I only need this one, trust me. I only need this one. You stole the show. I know you were supposed to be the main attraction, but you did it well. And when it said, you know, knock, knock, Tank, knocking on door, you came up and said, light skin. Many fight fans enjoy it when people call out and such, but the only person who doesn't like it is him. He's kind of weird, but after what I did tonight, he has no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to do that because of what I did tonight. Come on, Goo, a guy bigger than him. What will happen if I touch him? That's what everyone wants to talk about. Oh, Keen, what if I touch him? He can't do all those shenanigans and other things with other people, so he can't do that to me. When rising stars collide and a pleasant rivalry abruptly shifts into uncharted territory, Davis has it all. Davis, the unbeaten powerhouse known for his knockouts, now faces Keen, the businessman, and Davis, the Olympic prodigy who has been making waves since going pro. Although you are really good, there are levels in this game, Kia. Alright, now let's speak about levels. Simply realize that this is a fight for domination and legacy respect, not simply bragging rights. Be ready for one of the most explosive face-offs in boxing history. Let's set the scene. The lights are low, the stakes are high, two chairs face off, separated by a small table that might as well be a ticking clock. DAZN brought these two titans together, and trust us, it didn't take long for things to get out of control. What began as a sit-down quickly turned into a verbal war with accusations flying and tensions boiling over. The first to arrive is time bomb Gervonta. Then comes a gaudy chain and his trademark swagger designer shades. Keen Davis stepped in as if he had something to prove. He was wearing a sharp suit and exuded a cool, almost calculated energy. The atmosphere was electric, and the tension was so intense that you could cut it with a knife. Keen wasted no time in attacking Tank, saying, "This fight is my chance to expose a fraud. Tank has been taking advantage of the excitement, but I'm here to show the world what true boxing looks like. I want to fight him because he's been deceiving the boxing game for too long, making he makes it appear good. Appear better than it does now that we know how Tank rolls. So he wasn't just going to keep quiet and let him talk all the time. Keep your body toned, you're fine for a novice, but when you step into the ring with me, that's a completely different level of play, and you're not prepared for the major leagues." Khan retaliated without missing a beat in the major leagues. When was the last time you faced someone who wasn't past their prime? You've been avoiding challenges left and right and hand-picking fights like you're grocery shopping. It didn't take long for things to get out of hand. 1 minute, the two men were trash talking to each other, and then security pulled them apart. They were about to go all out, but security intervened just in time. Gervonta and Keyshawn share the same last name, but their paths to glory couldn't be more different. Tank has long been the face of chaos, with explosive power, insane agility, and a resume full of knockouts. He was trained under legends like Mayweather, and has established himself as a man who takes chances, drives under pressure, and silences chaos with his fists. Davis approached me as a small child and asked to have his phone autographed. I told him that he would one day be a world champion and that I would be his promoter. Years later, he was working with other members of our team, since we have a lot of guys in Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philly, New York, and he won a few of fights. I believe he was maybe an 8 or something, and I told him that if he made the correct moves, he would be a world champion in less than 24 months. Mana, it's true that he was a child who couldn't even afford a bus ticket. Now that he's a Mar, however, his brilliance came with turmoil. Legal troubles, conflicts with former mentors, and a propensity to show his emotions on Twitter or during a fight have all plagued Tank's career. Music, conversely, Keen is a rising star with a chip on his shoulder who has earned the nickname Businessman for his calm demeanor. He established his reputation by winning an Olympic gold medal and a professional career that is focused entirely on skill and strategy. That's exactly what I thought about David Keene, this new guy who weighs 140 pounds and is a bad guy. He's flashy when he wants to be, but calculating in the way he analyzes his opponents. What Tank lacks in experience, Keene makes up for with unwavering determination and a confidence that can frighten even the most experienced fighters. I don't think that I'm chasing you. I'm not chasing you, little dude, little dwarful Lupa. I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if not, I'll be just as popular whether we fight or not. I'll make my money fighting you and not fighting you. The conflict between these two has been simmering for months. It began when Keene criticized Tank on social media, accusing him of avoiding young talent and relying too much on his star power. Tank never shied away from a challenge or an opportunity to clap back, and he responded by making fun of Keyshawn's lack of well-known victories. What started off as lighthearted conversation swiftly turned personal when Keyshawn brought up Tank's legal issues and questioned his behavior outside of the ring, which caused the labeled Keys to backfire. The interview followed the Nine-Star's assertion that he hadn't merited the opportunity to compete against someone of his quality. Tank's over-reliance on power was criticized by Keene, who said that he was a one-trick pony and that he should take away his left, and what was left of it. Remember that all of Tank's opponents used to remark, "I'd rather be a Tank," until they were flatlined by the same left hand. Everyone speaks about knocking out Tank until they're the ones dozing off on the canvas. Tank is the top man, and if I could pick just one, I would pick Davis. You understand what I mean when I say that Tank is a great fighter, and everyone knows that you have the power, skill, and ability. He is patient, and you know that I know who I am, but that little short can't touch me, and I'm coming with that same that he is coming with, and he knows that his coach is his coach. Davis, I won't Tank short at all. Kenny, you have a lot to say. When I say, go fight the from Cuba knowing I'm fighting, I'm wanting to fight Tanks. You stop bringing up other people. Are you referring to the boy? Don't fool with me, man. This time the fight is personal, especially for Tank, and here's why, Keyshawn. You know how I'm coming, Tank. If you want to fight, send me a contract, bro. Davis may have just gone too far, and it's got a Gervonta tank. When Davis saw that Keyshawn was taking his trash talk to a whole new level, he took it a step further. Yes, we are talking about Tank's mother and brother. Smack talk is common in boxing, but even by fight game standards, it is low blow to bring up family. One of the first people to speak out against Keene was the champion Gervonta Davis, whose remarks were not merely showy, they were personal and touched a nerve. Davis is making fun of Tank's family, so if he has a chance, check out what he had to say. Tank has been tweeting about him today, so I'm not sure what he said, but if you want me to verbalize him, I can give you the clean version. I don't use Twitter, so you understand what I mean when I say that this is essentially a stop eating, stop fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning, and friends will tell him to do something, but I won't lie, I won't say what he's going to say. You know what I mean? It's just trash talk. For real, Tank knows what's going on with Keene. They didn't spar. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm going to just leave that as that. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever Tank comes across, we're going to punish him too. You know what I'm saying? These two have come a long way from sparring together to calling each other out to actual fights. There was a time when Keene used to compliment Tank, and now you have the opportunity to work with Gervonta. What's crazy about that is that this time when I got in the ring, I'm not going to lie, he surprised me with how much defense he really had. Of course, I was looking for his power, like off the RIP. But when I started, like when I was attacking and trying to set things up, he had some good legs when he used them, so he surprised me with his defense.